There's a sentence in this world that has broken the dreams of crores of people. I don't feel like it. And there is a sentence that has made 1% of people more successful than the limit. I don't feel like it, but I'll do it anyway. This is discipline. In simple words, discipline is that power within you, because of which you are able to do the work that you don't want to do. This is a quality without which you can never be successful. No matter how much knowledge, skills, or network you have, it is impossible to take action consistently without discipline. But why is it so difficult to bring self-discipline within yourself? It happens with all of us, that we see people who work hard for 75 days. We think that enough is enough. Now I will also do something big. But then what happens? In a week, the wind blows away. The author of the book, Power of Self-Discipline, Peter Hollins, says that we are not able to be self-disciplined because of 5 reasons. There is a common theme in these 5 reasons, which, if you understand, you'll be able to create unbreakable self-discipline. The first is giving in to the 5 senses. To satisfy our 5 senses, we waste our whole life. If you are addicted to eating sweets and someone puts a cake in front of you, then your self-discipline breaks there because you like its taste and smell very much. But once you eat it, your senses get satisfied. Then you start feeling disgusted by yourself and think that from today onwards, I will never eat sweets. Most people are not able to control their senses. That's why they are not disciplined. The second is animosity and malice. There are some people who don't do anything themselves, but those who are doing something, they definitely find their shortcomings. Sometimes this happens with all of us, but when you have jealousy or enmity with someone, these emotions are so strong that they destroy all your self-discipline. The next is apathy and laziness. If you have seen a lion or a tiger, then you will notice that most of the time they are just resting. They hunt or roam when they need to. Otherwise, they sleep for the rest of the time. We humans are also like these animals. Naturally, our body wants to save energy. Being lazy is a big reason that you are not able to be self-disciplined. The next is anxiety and remorse. Many times we have anxiety about the future. For example, there's a girl who wants to become a doctor. Whenever she sits to study, she has anxiety, and there's a thought in her mind. Even after studying so much, will I be selected or not? Or she may feel sad that she wasted so many days. What difference will it make if I study now? This anxiety is a killer of self-discipline. And the last is hesitation, disbelief, and uncertainty. If you lack belief, then it is very difficult to bring discipline. You may feel that what is the benefit of going to the gym if I can't maintain it in the long term? Or starting an online business is very risky. I won't be able to do it. If you think like this, then obviously you won't get the discipline. So, the root cause of these 5 reasons are only 2 forces. 2 such powers which are running your life since childhood. And that is pain and pleasure. If you understand these, then you can become disciplined. Either we do some work to avoid pain or to get pleasure. We work to avoid the pain of being poor. We look at Instagram for the pleasure of seeing funny memes or attractive people. But the rule of the world is, the thing which is pleasurable in the short term ruins your life, like gambling, junk food, porn, etc. And the thing which is painful in the short term fulfills all your dreams in the long term, like building a business, going to the gym, or studying. Now, if you are listening carefully, then you will understand the secret of self-discipline. Using this pain and pleasure cycle, we can make ourselves disciplined. If you see disciplined people's biographies or interviews, then you will notice that they always tell how they used to work hard to avoid poverty, or there was a painful abuse in their childhood from which they wanted to run. So, if a disciplined person, for example, Jocko Willink, who is a Navy SEAL, doesn't wake up at 4 a.m, it's because this is against his identity. Similarly, some other person also thinks that if he doesn't work or doesn't push himself, then he will remain hungry. So he has to work hard. The problem comes to normal middle-class people who have food and a house, but want to do something else in life, but just don't feel like working. To solve this problem, I will give you a simple exercise. Take a paper and make 2 columns. What pain will you be able to avoid? And what pleasure will you be able to get? For example, if you want to do an online business, then if you are disciplined about this, what pain will you be able to avoid? You won't have a boss. You won't have to face traffic. You won't have to listen to the nonsense of coworkers. Now think, what pleasure will you get? You will be able to travel the world, buy expensive gifts for yourself and your family, and you will have freedom in life. The more you increase this pain in your mind and focus on it, the more disciplined you will become. Now, to be not disciplined, what pain are you avoiding? For example, you don't have to use your brain because you are not working. People won't make fun of you because you are not doing anything. And what pleasure will you get for being not disciplined? You will get more time for Reels and YouTube, or you will get more time to sleep. The less you can reduce this pain and pleasure, the more you will win. Think, is watching Reels really pleasure? Or is it so painful that people make fun of you, that you don't achieve your goals? I made a list for myself, but I changed one more thing. I made it 10 times more powerful. First, choose a task in which you have to be disciplined. Then somehow do this work. After doing that, read these 2 lists and feel pain and pleasure in full detail, with imagination. By doing this, you reinforce in your brain the same pleasure and pain, which helps to make this habit more automatic. One more thing you should always keep in mind is your discipline style. According to the author, there are 2 types of discipline styles: moderation and abstinence. There are some people who can keep their behavior in balance easily. For example, some people will take 1 bite of cake and leave it. Maybe they smoke once a month or party a little. And there are some people who, if they take 1 bite of cake, have to finish the whole thing. Or they are extreme party lovers who can easily become chain smokers. You must have understood by now what type of person you are. On this basis, you should plan your habits. If you choose wrong here, you will fail again and won't be disciplined. This is important. If you are a moderation person and accept the challenge of 75 hard, then you will go crazy. And most likely, you won't be able to complete it. You should do things that develop your discipline and keep balance. But if you are abstinent, then 75 hard will not be that difficult for you, because it is easier for you to accept that you don't have to do anything compared to doing a little. do let me know in the comments, what is your discipline style? Personally, abstinence suits me the most. Now, I want to tell you one more powerful way to increase self-discipline, and that is to change your time orientation. According to Stanford professor Phil Zimbardo, there are 3 types of time orientation: past, present, and future. Those who are past-oriented say, I never go to the gym, or I always make mistakes, or now I'm old. Such people never become self-disciplined because they never think about what to do tomorrow. Whatever is going on will continue. They don't take action. Then there are present-oriented people. They think more about the present moment. There are 2 types of people in this. First are hedonists, who want to explore all the possibilities of the present. They take risks first and think about the consequences later. They are people with a YOLO mentality. Second are fatalists, who don't like their present but feel they have no other choice. They feel they won't be able to change their future. The common thing in these 2 is that they go towards instant gratification, like cigarettes, alcohol, gambling, or adventure. But these people are not able to become self-disciplined because instant gratification is the opposite of discipline. We should keep our time orientation towards the future. These are people who are not defined by their past or present. They look ahead towards their future and figure out what actions they can take now to go towards their ideal future. These people practice delayed gratification. Now I will give you an exercise which will make you a master of self-discipline. I got this exercise from a healthy gamer, Dr. K, who took this exercise from the Upanishads. The main idea is that discipline is like an emotion. When you are not disciplined, you have doubts, like we discussed in the first point. The opposite of doubt is resolve, which is called sankalp. Resolve is also a feeling, like happiness or sadness. The more you can recognize this feeling and increase it, the more your discipline will increase. You have to decide when you feel the resolve. If you have a craving for chocolate and you decide that you will not eat chocolate, then notice how it feels. This is the feeling behind discipline. Next, practice to increase this resolve. Choose something which is medium difficult for you to give up. For example, if you have a smoking addiction, then it will be very difficult to quit. So, choose something simple to start, like, I will not eat biscuits for 3 months. Then every morning, you have to remember your resolve. And as much as possible, you have to feel that emotion. Your resolve will be like a fire inside you, which you have to fuel daily. The more you practice this exercise, you will notice that slowly, you will recognize how discipline feels, how resolve feels. The more you do this exercise in your life, the better you will understand this feeling, because of which your discipline will gradually increase. Do try this exercise. It is very powerful. And if you like this video, then you will definitely like The Rules of Discipline by Miyamoto Musashi, which you can click here to watch. That's it for now, and thanks for watching.